Break the darkness.
Hello, and finally the wait is over. The Tank Showdown, the Moba Hub, Season 1. I don't know if we're gonna be getting a Season 2, but for Season 1 is closing to an ending, and the grand final, the grand stages, is on to us as Team Eternity Esports and also Experiment 5 have finally risen to this peak to finally show that who is the best set of roamers. And no grand finals is complete without help, without somebody that can, be in the background shouting on those team fights as well, right? And of course, who other than the best girl out there, Debbie? How's it going?
Oh, I'm feeling good, Volty, because it's raining. I might be lagging a little bit. It's lagging a little bit, but yeah. Still, it's good because for the side of eternity, we always get the Ellies, right? And Kelly, he's still getting the Ellies.
My God. I haven't seen this guy play. I've seen them play once, and they were rocking with the Kale. And then the first time he was playing on the Alice, I think he got a Savage, right? I'm pretty sure he got a Savage, and his Alice is pretty promising.
Yep.
So they're just gonna auto lock in because I'm pretty sure they won the coin toss, and yes, they're prioritizing on Kalia. So for now, on the side of Experiment 5, though, they're going for the guitar. They're going for the actually one utility Rising Star, especially on the MPL stages as well. It's gonna be none other than the Baxia, which is a good pick against an Alice, don't you think?
Yeah, because it's really good because of the amount of damage reduction
the
and heal reduction that
actually
he
one
provides.
utility
You
Rising
don't need to
Star,
go for
especially on the
dominance. You
MPL
just go,
stages as
go
well.
for those
It's
Athena
gonna be
seals. You
none
can
other
go
than
for
the
the Radiant
Baxia, which
armors,
is
and
a
you will
good
be
pick
set
against
to
an
go.
Alice, don't you
Because
think?
this guy is an anti-heal hero. You do not need anything if you are picking him up. So I understand why Experiment 5 go for it and I'm pretty sure they also know that Killia love to go for the allies, but they look like they are really, really ready. But for Eternity though, they have two damage dealers that are the main source of damages when you talk about roamers, when we talk about tanks. So I really like this pick here. And Tetsuman on the signature Uranus, so still sticking to the original plan and going for the same kind of picks that they usually go for. But for the side of Experiment 5, they stick to the Belleric again.
Yeah, they really like something that can, take all the aggro towards its tree, Mr. Tree here. But as you know, the picks on the side of Eternity is always good. It's always flawless. They even defeated Bomb in here, Tommy's squad, in quite a breeze, I'm pretty sure, when Zewa was with you casting. And then for Experiment 5, they're doing good in this stage. They're being, experimenting their draft like their name, and they're making it to the grand finals is such a feat. But for now, giving the free analyst to the side of Eternity is kind of risky. I mean, they do pick up those counters for the Elise, but they're going full tankiness again instead of those Esmeralda picks or Masha picks that can kind of maneuver the other side. But for now, I guess their main strategy, really compiles on that tanky composition.
The tanky composition is what they're going for here. And I still like Suya onto the Terizla though. Because Nicholas Queen has been meant for picking the Terizla into the mid lane as well. But this time around they can utilize it for their full potential if they want to go for it because he have such a good amount of heals and damages. But what we're Eternity here go for is I'm not sure which one is gonna be because right now, okay, the Hylos and the Glue, they're still sticking to the glue here in this kind of composition, because it's kind of ironic to see glue here and the opponent is such a tanky combination. Of course it's gonna be tanky combination because it's tank versus tank, of course. But still, you would want to have a backline, destroyer or a tempo break when you are on a glue. But still, I think that they just want to work around with it. So right now, all the drafts are set, and Experiment 5, they have two potential junglers, but they still stick to the dinosaur into the jungle. Well, I think it can work.
Quite a very interesting lineup here, but as for the divers, like you said, there's only the Gadot Kachak and go for the AOG in the back line. But as for Eternity are set, they have the glue, they have the Alice, they have everything front line. They're looking quite all-rounded here, but it only comes down to execution. Drafting wise, I mean, of course, this kind of makes what Ray used to say, 80% of the game is done in the drafting, but not on this one because it's a tank versus tank, right? Anything could happen, so we call it a 40-60 on my half. So with that being said, they are looking good, they're looking tanky, they're looking thick, and they are ready for this game number 1. Eternity will be on the red side. No. Yeah, Eternity will be on the red side. No, not the red side, but the blue side, but on to the red side. It's going to be Experiment 5 competing for the sweet 3,000 prize pool into the tank showdown of Moba Hub. With that being said, Debbie here would like to take more points.
Yep, a little bit of point here, but it's kind of ironic to see the Hylos into the Revitalize when there's already a Baxia into the other side, which means that the heal is not gonna be full, alright? But yeah, I still, I don't mind him going for it, but still it's just, highly unlikely that it's gonna be to the full advantage. But we cannot know into the team fights, when you are in a rush, you might want to pop up the Revitalize so that you're gonna be healing quite a lot, but Ted7 here starting to invade onto the jungle, being a nuisance as he is.
Indeed. And also force out the flicker, trying to grab the jungler here. Ego's in a bit of a pinch. And yes, the Ionic Edge gonna go for more. And yes, the first blood is grabbed to the side of Eternity Esports. Traded out with Ted, but slowing down the jungle, that is a W on the side of Eternity most of the time. But it seems like Nico Quim and Striker once again, they want to go for more, but it seems like that Macer already have those shields locked on. So they're going to go back. Here comes the 1.5 backside as well. Nico Queen want to go and latch on somebody more. Lots of resources being used, but Cypher gets the kill on Kaylee. Kind of weird that Kaylee get out of position here, but that's going to be a 1-2 trade in the early fight.
Yeah, it's very, very, very rare to see Kelly dying very early on into the first minute of this game. And it was so funny to see that the green things has been popped up for Experiment 5 here. They just do not want to die because they have 3 revitalized under the side and they did it. But top lane though, there might be something. Cat7 looking for a fight into the mid lane as well.
Yeah, Ted7 this time around, he cannot pick up that easy wave, stolen, but it seems like Nico Queen here gonna go for a little latching onto Macer, but does not commit just yet. You want to wrap those vision as soon as possible. Ted also finally joins in the prowl of the turtle skirmish here, but the turtle retribution wise, not much. There's glue being eaten up as well, but Evo gets that retribution, gets the turtle as well. They get Kylie once again. The counter is working to the side of Experiment 5, taking out Alice twice. So Strifer as well. They want to trade for more, but nobody falling to the side of Experiment. But yes, I'm wrong here as Prime falls to Strifer. Maybe Mancer here trying to use that Revitalize to heal up, but will it be enough, or is he going to be the one to taking or getting some traits over here? He's tanking a lot. He have the Puissance up, but he does not have the mana to overextend. So yes, Dark is going to grab it there, and finally Eternity coming back with 2 kills.
How long was he able to survive that skirmishes onto 3 people? That was such a good one from Mentor right there. And for the first time in this tournament, we are able to see that the Baxia, right? The Baxia is being used the way it's supposed to be, especially against the healers, the blood-sucking queen, like you like to say, against an Alice. And we can see the amount of impact that he's providing to the early part of this game, and this is totally gonna be such a pain in the head for
outside. Prime is in trouble. Prime is gonna get sucked here, but still traded out with Kaylee into the tier 1 on bot side. That is a W once again on the side of Experiment 5. Kaylee needs to play it safe. He can't just go in because he's already like dead 3 times. And maybe some experimentation coming in the side of Experiment 4 to spit out Neko Queen to the tier 1, but flicks out instantly. And that is some resources being spent, and the lead is on towards Experiment 5. But once again, look at Tet7. He's doing the same old thing. That's what we love him for. But for how long? Because his teammates are getting slaughtered here in the mid side. Because also, Neko Queen in trouble. AOG being used by Sonya for some reason. I thought Neko Queen launched into him. That's why he used the AOG to grab Neko Queen in the tier 1. But no, Neko Queen just detached there. But still, he died. So that's a good fight to the side of Experiment 5.
Yep, a good gain as well for them. And I feel like, Tet7, he's been doing quite good onto the way, onto the lanes. He's been doing this whole long tournament. But this time around, I feel like he's gonna be leading into the fight, because it's always a 4v5 situation and you're not really gonna be winning. And the early game is gonna be so important. But then we see Kelly died 3 times, but still getting up to the levels of what Eagle is gonna be having. But one build is what's gonna be required. He's gonna have to try to tank down as much as possible.
That's true, but it's funny to see Ted here freezing 2 lands all by himself. But it's kind of funny that Experiments 5, they don't even bother about Ted, because they know that they have sheer numbers. They can outnumber Eternity, strategy when it comes to Tet7 here, because they're always 3 people ahead. There's gonna be 4 in the bot side here. So once again, Eternity is gonna get outnumbered anytime with just Tet there, staying there to freeze the lane. But he's kind of cutting out the goal lead or the pressurization that's going to be coming. So this is good, I guess, for the side of Eternity. But then again, it's bound that Experiment 5 will always lose these team fights because they don't have Tet7. But Strifer, once again, golden card being used. LD to get and latch on to Kaylee once again. Kaylee on the other hand, gonna be surviving that onslaught. Neko Queen is in trouble, gets conned, Unbreakable forces out the flicker and survives. And that is good because nobody gets traded out, but is gonna get traded out with the tier 1 falling to the hands of Eternity on the bot side. But Macer once again gonna go in for the 1.5, does not get the 1.5, instead gets shattered by an instant. Dark goes for the Slewplex. Here comes Prime, but Dark's gonna just force out the flicker and get to safety for now.
That was a perfect transition gameplay coming out from Experiment 5. They were able to gain all over the map, and this is gonna be good. But Mentor here,
Neko Queen is in trouble, gets eaten up there and spit to the wall like the glue slimy one he is. It seems like 3 members of Experiment 5 want to look for Dark here. Sonya gonna make that initiation. Gonna pop in with the Primal Wrap as well. AOG used, but Dark is already down. But Strifer is here to kind of tank out, and he's trying to do a lot, but he's kind of doing it. But I don't think it's gonna be enough to get to, sustain as Prime gets that double right there. And also gonna be a tier 1 secure in the bot side to the hands of Experiment 5. Kaylee want to go for the second, gets Macer. Can he get more? Because Neko Queen here to reinforce this. But look at the penalty zone to just heal him instantly again. But there goes the latching on towards Prime. But Mancer on the other hand is gonna be dead for now. But it's just Prime here. Look at those strikes coming in. He's still sustaining, but no, not enough as Kaylee get the shutdown. And that is gonna be a bit more, breathable to the side of Eternity, because they were able to take out some of the members.
that was like a good transition, and they were able to do, but mid lane again.
There's more AOG drop. Prime Eternity is on to the lacing over here, and they were able to get down Cypher, I'm pretty sure, as Sonya also falls there. Dark get the kill. Kaylee finally, this is where he shines and he gets the double, but instead it's gonna be Dark getting the double. Prime is in trouble, but he still wants to smash Dark, but that's not enough teammates because 4 members already getting caught in the onslaught in the mid lane over here. But Prime Eternity is looking good because they're finally trading out those turrets one by one. Look at all the tier 1s down to the side of Experiment 5.
Oh, this is gonna good. It's gonna be looking good for both of the teams now. 9-8 into the scoring. Already 8 minutes going, 9 minutes on this game. But Ted7 though, I think he's doing the exact same thing. That he'll not be getting caught here yet. But it will be. Whoa.
All right. What just happened there? I see an ALG. Not really an ALG, but I want to say is the penalty zone. They're latching on to Ted7. It's perfect enough to take him out for now, but it seems like 30 is committed to this fight. Finally, Kaylee in the back line trying to come in to suck off everybody. But here comes more, but Manser gonna get the kill. There's a high-lows down there. There's gonna be a double to the hands of Macer. Experiment 5 are gonna get the better out of this without trading any members. And they're still gonna go for more, but it seems like Macer getting caught in the Asian seed, maybe? And yes, he gets killed instantly by Kaylee. Kaylee, time to shine. Has enough sustain to go for it. Oh no, that's a prime miss with the penalty zone. And the AOG comes as well, but Sonya is in trouble. They're gonna go for more. Seems like Sonya is gonna fall here. Kaylee is gonna go and get some more. Gets eaten by the Demna, but it's not enough because Kaylee does not have much mana yet. Could he go for ego there? But no, there's not enough minions to stop him, or maybe go for more. But it seems like Ted here still wants more. But Cypher finally reads the situations, comes in here, but it seems like on the side of Eternity they're gonna get that Madara, and more Ted is still dancing around, showing how much of a menace he is to the side of his Experiment 5. Ego is in trouble. He's not gonna get taken out, but instead Ted will be the one to get punished here. But oh, he sustains everything like a chat he is, and he's gonna go for more. It's just eyes focus on Ted7. This is how Uranus is being played. What?
And he's definitely showing. Okay, Ted7 is a pro here, but oh, another 540.
Yeah, so much fight is gonna be happening, but not much. It's just gonna be Ted here trying to, zone everybody out, because he's just gonna keep stacking those ionic edges, and also, possibly just, clearing the lanes once again. This Uranus, though, it's just too much. And especially there is no bans to stop this kind of onslaught coming in, so they just have to bear with it. Either pick it, that's the only thing that the way they can retaliate. But the Madara on the top side trying to be, but there's gonna be tier. Oh, it's not 20 minutes yet. There's an AOG gonna be popping penalty zone as well. Kaylee gets the kill in Cypher, monster kill. AOG finally drops in. But will it be enough to stop Eternity? I mean, for now, it will be. But still, lots of knockup coming and raging to the side of Experiment 5. And more is going to be happening. That's finally the Neko Queen being taken out by Mancer here. But Ted7, on the other hand, trying to sustain it out. But the Revenge Strike might take him down. But no! Once again, the heal of the passive is way too much, as Kaylee trying to clean the floor here. But Prime's still going to go for that penalty zone. But that is when the fight is clearly gonna be drawn, and staying there is gonna prolong, the disadvantage on the side of Eternity. So they're gonna back it off, but the kills are tight on both sides. But Eternity, with a little bit of gold lead, still reigns supreme.
Yep, that was actually so good. A little bit of a comeback for the side of Eternity. Not Eternity, but Experiment 5, but maybe there's still a fight in it.
There is a fiesta that we need, and everybody is gonna fall there. That's gonna be a 2-2 trade, but still, teams are gonna get fighting out for here. It's just Ted7 here dancing once again, but that set coming in with the AOG and the Wrath of the Light was good, but Dark getting taken out. But here comes Kaylee finally sucking on, but it's gonna be 3-3 trade. But the two sustainable characters on the side of Eternity are the ones to survive. That is gonna be a W trade on both the teams. But then again, I don't know. Experiment 5, they can prolong this without losing any inhibitors, because the Lord is gonna be starting up again. But Kaylee alive, it's gonna be hard.
It's gonna be really hard, and I think Experiment 5, they need to try to contest this floor as much as possible, but then again, they are busy on Ted. Oh my god, this guy.
Maybe
I'm pretty sure he can sustain
more.
everything, right? At this point,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just better to just leave Ted alone. Oh, there's more fight coming in, and the girl is part way here. Cypher is gonna be popping out. That Wrath of the Dire, but that is the Siesta once again. We don't know what's happening there, but all I know is 3 Eternity members falling right here. That's gonna be a 4 as Kylie gets a shutdown. But wait, Kylie pulling up a Kyrie or something. He heals off. He gets to safety, but it's gonna be Tet7 once again. The 2 impenetrable fortresses here making a standoff. They get the 4, but look at Prime. The final revenge strike is gonna get Kaylee shut down, and Tet7 on the other hand, he knows how to heal, but the dominance effect is gonna stop him from getting any closer to Prime, because Prime on the other hand, he's really into the healings.
It's really healing a lot, and I think this is gonna be such a nuisance for the Cyrus Remain 5, and like mentioned both. I think to leave the guy alone, just try to fight when he's there, because whenever he's gonna be fighting them, it's just wasting all the resources, and when the team moves on, they are not gonna be having the needed skills, but might be something there.
More gonna be happening. Madara just whipping everything on his hands to chunk down the HP of Experiment 5. But here comes the knock. That's the green light for Eternity to go in. Maybe Tet7 once again gonna go dancing a little bit with the edges here. Haley is in latches there as well, but the Mancer will be want to get that secure retribution. But Prime on the other hand, Mancer getting out, wiping the floor. That's gonna be 3 deaths to the side of Eternity. But that is Experiment 5 experimenting their baiting skills. They're called master baiters for a reason, and yes, they were able to bait out 3 in the process. And also a Madara on their hands marching on the top side, but Tet7 alone, what can he do? He needs more heal, but here comes the pause meta, ladies and gentlemen.
Pause meta. And I think, can you hear?
A little bit lagging, but it's alright.
Yellow. One thing I'm sure is that Mr. Dark here, it did. He's also having might have a connectivity issue, like I just did, because we're living in the same place.
Alright.
And the rain is raining. The rain is raining a lot. It's just the era of the rain, right? So I understand him. But yeah, I'm back. But yeah, what's happening here is Lord already into the top lane. He can buy Experiment 5. These people, this is such a good way to play this tank versus tank, and we haven't seen this kind of pressurized teams. This is the first time I feel like Eternity has also been pressured, and I haven't seen them even giving away one game. But Experiment 5, they are letting them sweat a lot at that.
Yeah, because Eternity, they haven't taken a dip on Experiment 5, so they don't exactly know what their drafting is gonna be now. Eternity, they have quite a breeze, right? Transitioning through till the grand finals. But here comes the final. Neko Queen latching on to Sonya here, pulling him back to the air. But that's gonna be that tier or the first inhibitor falling. Maybe not. The Madara is not to be seen anymore, because everybody here, they're gonna clash it down. Mancer falling here, Striper falling also. That is a Cypher and a double kill to the hands of Neko as Kylie cleans up the sweeping once again. Sonya is dead with... There's gonna be 1 to 3 trades. They're going for more Eternity, looking fine. They're gonna try to grab on Ego. Seems like Ego can't do anything. Instead, just accepts his fate. Gonna do a little bit of a quick item swap, but not enough as Kylie gets the kill. It's only Prime here, the Mr. Hammer, and gonna go for that 1v3 situation here again. And everybody dispersed. They are paying respect to the blacksmith over here, Julian. Your dad is doing something. He's plotting. Are you not proud of him at this point? But he's getting touched a lot. Sustain more again. Maybe some more revenge strike. But the mana is the problem now, as Prime is gonna get taken out by Tet7. That's the shutdown comes in. And Prime Eternity once again onto the lead. And yes,
He hold that long enough for his teammate to be spawning right on time. That was at the Razor, man. It was not a new Uranus. So I think he's just, he's just showing that, Ted 7, you can get your Uranus, you can get the heal, but I'm also a Teresa, I'm the blacksmith, I'm gonna be healing. You can let on me as much as you want, but this is what he's gonna be showing. So it was a good time management coming out, but Cypher though, he's in a weird position. I think he's just trying to give out the vision onto the Lord because this Lord, it needs to be contested. And look at the macro gameplay coming out from both of these sides. Kelly being sent onto the bot lane because I think he is the one with the highest mobility that he can reach onto the Lord as fast as possible. But once he's spotted out, I think for Experiment 5, they will be blitzing the Lord.
Yeah, the blitz is finally happening here, but there is little time for Experiment 5 to kind of destroy out their inhibitors. If the 20-minute mark comes here, it's over for them, but they're still committing to the fight. But also, don't forget Kaylee, once again on the bot side, takes out that inhibitor. It's too late for Experiment 5. This is it, 1 minute left until the showdown, until the countdown is gonna be happening here. Lots of, bodies gonna be split here. Prime is dead. The only sustainable character in the hands of Experiment 5 is gone. Kaylee here trying to pick up that Savage here. I'm pretty sure going to go for that double. Here comes a triple right here. The Maniac also is being wasted here. But where is Kaylee? He's going to go here. Dancing on. He's going to finish this match 1. What? Maybe not. Wait, can he get a Maniac? Is that a Maniac? I don't know. Oh, the enemy concedes defeat. And that is game number 1 going to the side of Eternity. Oh, in a best of 5 series, man, they still need 2 more wins until a clean sweep. But Experiment 5, they can experiment more. Hopefully, it's a downside for Eternity.
Yeah, well, this is the first time I've seen, Eternity Esports sweating a lot, and it's not. It's not the best case scenario for the start of Experiment 5, but still, they made a lot of good plays. They made a lot of errors to be onto the hands of Eternity as well. And into the early phases of this game, Kelly falling down was the best case scenario for them. 3 times he was 0-3, but somehow, some way, he find ways to farm up and catch up to the level that Ego was already onto the dinosaur. So I think Experiment 5, they had what they can. They have what it takes to be the one challenging the best team we had so far into this tank versus tank situation at a tournament. And I think they'll be able to take it if we, second game, it's all into their hands because, yeah, like you mentioned, best of 5, they have a lot of ways to try to know the team better. And I think this time around they will, also change up their draft and the way they execute as well.
Yeah, that is very much true. But like you said, break?
Break?
Alright. Then it seems like there's a bit technical issue on the side, but don't worry, folks. The moment is heated on, but a quick break before we can fix something onto the technical side. So we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, guys.
Banning.
Whoa, that was a quick transition once again. Like I said, guys, we make promises here. It's not gonna be too long here. So once again, this is gonna be the game number 2 of this best of 5 series in the Tank Showdown of the Moba Hub series once again. And look at the side of Eternity. They're going for the Kaylee once again. Wait, ain't Experiment 5 gonna have the first pick? But why is Kaylee again being picked? I don't know. Maybe we'll get a redraft here, but not quite sure because Experiment 5, man. I kind of feel bad for them. How are they gonna counter Kaylee now if they're not given the first pick?
Yeah, they could have, this is they can't possibly ban it out, right? Because they're not allowed to ban the tanks. So they could have picked it up for themselves because we have seen Experiment 5 going for Mensa, was it? He was going for the Alice too. And I think
Yeah.
Ego. No, 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 it was Ego. But yeah, they're still sticking to the original kind of lineup. No complaint whatsoever for their side. So this is gonna be a horse and yeah, unkillable Demon King. Is it Demon King? I don't think it's Demon, right? There is la.
Nah, I
But he
think it's
sure
just
is
a
unkillable,
blacksmith,
no?
man.
Yeah,
He's
okay.
just a
Okay.
blacksmith. Oh, there we go. Returning to the
Okay.
lobby, like we said, and it's kind of unfair. So of course, management is gonna take that into consideration. And yes, Experiment 5 will be on the blue side now. This time around, I think they're just gonna deny Kaylee or Uranus also, because Uranus was also a key factor on stopping the lanes. And eventually it led to the downfall of Experiment 5 because they were not able to push. Yeah, that's also a very nice factor that Tet 7 is just there stopping the lanes for coming through.
Still waters run
That's
deep.
what.
Your
That's
team is banning.
actually a good way to play the Uranus. But at one point I also thought that maybe he was not sending the minions, so his team's gonna be actually suffering a lot. But the thing is, even Dark, he had the required amount of gold because his side of the lane wasn't frozen. So I think it was actually cool. So Ted, I think he's gonna be doing okay. There we go.
Oh,
The
spicy.
Ellison. Oh my goodness! But you know what? They have a one thing in their pocket as well for Mr. Kelly. He goes for the Barat when he did not get the Alice. Not the Barat, but the Baxia. Yeah, there we go. So
Alright.
yeah, this is gonna be the Baxia into the hands. A little bit of change up and exchanging heroes. So we will know who's gonna be playing it better.
Yeah, it's very much true, but it seems Experiment 5, yeah, like you said, it seems like they're gonna be changing roles, changing drafts, the swapping, like a reverse card, I think. Because on the other hand, it's just, wait, Prime, don't do that, please. Anyhow, it's gonna be, wait. It's just that Team Eternity are just gonna go for the regular Edith on their side, but they're gonna take the counter that's gonna be the Baxia, right? For the Alice.
Yep, yep. They needed the damage, right? Because they could have directly gone for the Tet 7's Uranus, but still they are gonna be lacking the damage because if they give out if they took the Uranus for themselves, they won't be getting the Edith because Experiment 5 will surely be rocking on to the Edith, and I do not think they would want to give it away as well. So this is such a good mindset, a brilliance coming up on the side of Eternity Esports as well. But the thing is, for now, it's set that both of these teams are going to be having an equal amount of damage as well as a damage soaker, but still we can see it is going to be the Teresa being picked again with the amount of sustain that this guy had. I think it's a safe choice.
Very much, very much. But Tet 7 being denied his Uranus this time around. Gonna go for that, but I don't think he can go and cut lanes now, so you gotta keep that in mind. But I'm pretty sure Eternity is gonna be aware that Cypher is gonna try to do the same thing like what Tet 7 did, cutting 2 lanes inside the crystal. So, as for now though, seems like they're gonna go for a glue and a Terizla. Okay, not Terizla, but Bellaric. Okay, they picked up the Bellaric for now. They won the AoE taunting the aggro, but as for now, this is looking good. A little bit of changes on both of the sides, but considering the fact that Sonya is gonna go for the Jungle Alice again, this is good for the side of Experiment 5.
Yeah, this is good. The picks are definitely gonna be worth it here. Okay. Oh, a lot of you know, one thing I'm not really sure is the glue here again because always the glue I really like a glue, but in this tanky lineup I don't really like it. But I think they made it work for the first game, so maybe experiment 5 are just trying to go for the same pattern as well. But now I think Dark is gonna be sticking to that Gatot caster here. But what will be the pick for the last one is gonna be a Franco? You wanna really
Whoa.
a Franco?
Oh, whoa, that is quite interesting. Okay.
I mean, like, we'll see. They are gonna be so big, right? He will be able to hook it. The hitbox is gonna be big,
Yeah.
right? There's a lot of cancellations.
Yeah, cancellation apart, it's just that they know they can't stop the Alice from going really ham, right? So they need something to do a flicker hook maybe inside the turrets, possibly taking out the Alice like anybody if they can pick them off, right? Especially if they're gonna be dancing inside the base. I mean, this Franco could work onto the side of Eternity if they can
Oh.
play it the way I said it. They can make use of the hooks and the suppression.
Suppression and ice combination, right? I think it
Yeah.
will work. Because when you use the winter crown and suppress them, no one's gonna be canceling you, and
Exactly.
it's so very annoying, right? The Franco, every assassin's nightmare. But also this time around, I think it's gonna be a nightmare for the tanks if played just the way you said it.
Indeed. And what more? Can we just wait for it? And back to the Land of Dawn, Experiment 5. Still want to compete. This time they're having those signature picks of Eternity on their hands, in their arsenals. So they're just gonna be using this as an advantage, or will Eternity come back and use this Franco? Like we said, Winter Crown. Is it gonna work? If not, this is a win to the side of, I think, Experiment 5.
Yeah, this is gonna be only what the time is gonna be telling us. But wait, is it a mid lane? Okay, it's Necklace Queen Sterisla again.
Oh.
But a little bit of invader here. Kelly is going for the red buff?
Okay. Quite an invasion as Kaylee over here. And more is gonna be happening as Sonya comes in. Gonna get the Ring of Punishment onto the punishment. And once again, Eagle, that's gonna be the first blood to the hands of Experiment 5. Like we said, this is looking good.
It's a very rosy start for any team that has a Baxia, because this is a Baxia we're talking about. But still, a one kill lead onto the hands of the Experiment 5 is gonna be giving them a head start. But I think they are losing onto the buff, right? So that's gonna be putting Ego so behind, because he's gonna be needing the level 4. But look at the hook.
Oh, there's some hook coming in, but that is gonna end Sonya as well. Whoa, that is good. Like we said, if a good hook follows up, that is a possible kill, because the hook is such 50 for 50. Never mind, it's not a 50-50 actually. It's gonna be like a 60-40 kind of win percentage. If you can land those hooks accurately, like, you can basically just win everything. So for now, it's gonna be Neko Queen here, just mumbling about on Cypher's edge. But there goes the turtle to the hands of Eternity here. You may want to play with a bit of retribution, but of course Katie's gonna secure it instantly, because who is that? Yeah, Ego is there to secure, but it seems like Ego here gonna be a little bit of trouble, as Tet7 here trying to do something to kind of slow him down. AOG to go to safety. Cypher once again is in position to kind of use those Ionic Edges, but for now teams are gonna get dispersed.
They have to disperse at least, and I think Experiment 5 this time around, they have to play quite slow, because looking so far into the combination, right, for the side of Eternity Esports, they just want to go for the brawl fights, because they have Ace Kelly onto the Baxia, and he wants to go fight all the time, but maybe red buff again?
No, there is the bloody hand here to saber down Ego here, but no, instead Ego will be the one to get it off there. I don't know what just happened. I thought Ego was going to die, but Ego will be the one to get those kills. But Kaylee coming in and taking out Macer. There goes Kaylee finally to the hands of Prime this time around. And Dark also falls. Sonya gets the kill. Here comes more, but Neko Queen trying to sustain it out. Get latched by the Prime here. But for now, I think he's going to survive. But instead, it's going to be Prime here getting thirsted out over here, I'm pretty sure. And there we go. That's a kill onto the hands of Neko Queen.
Oh, that was a kill, and it's very low taken down. But yeah, it's gonna be surviving. But oh my god, there's a lot of invasion into the jungle, and I don't think Ego has it in him, to just survive quite a lot of that. But yeah, Zero, that's already that's still. Oh, what?
That was a perfect goal, but the AOG gonna stop Ego, and yes, it's 7. finishes and secures Eagle. Oh my god, Eternity Esports never
Oh my
ceases
god.
to amaze us, but it seems like Sonya is in a bit of a pickle here. Oh, that is a good use of a rival. 10-7 once again. Bro, this guy is full of surprises, man. Another one, Bloody Hunt over here. So there's gonna be more just happening. Sonya is in charge. Has to use the golden carpet for now, just being wasted, not enough damage dealt here. But there goes the turtle. But I'm pretty sure. See, like honestly, it's a 50-50, occupation of this turtle side right here. Not much gonna be happening unless Eagle comes in, but he's not come yet.
He doesn't wanna commit either, I think. And the problem with this Franco is that he just wanna break down the tempo that you usually build up, but right?
Oh, Wrath of the Diode! Trying to aggro everybody here. Strifer gonna get to safety here. Wanna hook out somebody, but Eagle will be the one to get some kills. That's a double. Call it, but still trade it out. 2-2 trade. Mancer, Sonya also falls. Dart's gonna go. But it's gonna be Dark here, just getting the double on Ego, and Ego is down, but Strifer on the other hand, Prime will be the one to take him out. But that is gonna be a 3-2 trade, but still in the favor of the side of Prime Eternity because they are looking good. But it seems like Prime and Dark here are gonna be trading blows for now, but it seems like that latching is gonna start. But maybe Prime though still want to dip on the Dark, but for now that's gonna be a Swifty Kaylee just looking at the situation to grab the turtle right away as Ego is farming that purple.
Yeah, Eagle is just really gonna be needing the purple, but another fight into the turtle pit.
Oh, Nickel Queen gets a securing, that's good. If you don't hit the red tree, if your teammates hit it, that's a good one. But Morris again, lots of things happening, being succulent one. That's gonna be Neko gets that Cypher, AOG dropping in. But what is gonna follow up next is gonna follow with a Tet getting a double kill right here. Mancer also, but Ego once again start with the sucking like a flea she is. But he's in trouble. Dark here on the arena, gonna go with the smash, and that is the skewering with the Dark there. They take out Ego, and that is a good trade coming in the side of Eternity Esports. They were able to just wipe out everybody, I'm pretty sure, but they already respawned, but it's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one, and arrive onto the top lane for Mr. Tat here. He's just, not sticking to the original battle spells that you usually go for in a Gatot Kacha, but still it works. If it works, it works. You do not need to fix it. But this time around, I think Eternity Esports, they have their good footing that they usually do when they play onto the blue side. But when they are also into the red side, they are being aggressive, trading out a lot of heroes, but still making the heroes that they are provided with, making it work, and they're using for in a good way. But bot lane though, Dark, he was the one actually taken quite low.
Yeah, Dark is low here, but Cypher still has that initiation. Tet7 once again. If he does not have his hands on the Uranage, that's not stopping from putting 2 lanes right in the crystal there. But here comes that initiation coming in. AOG gonna be dropping here. Sonya is gonna get wasted over here by Tet7. Unstoppable coming in from Mr. Ted as they just dip out, getting 1 kill. Yeah, who knows? But maybe Prime here gonna go latch on to Strifer once again. Strifer is very, very squishy. Ego gets the kill. Revitalize being spent on the side of Experiment 5. They're going for more. Ted. Oh no. Prime is in trouble there. But finally he latches off just in time. But that's gonna be a retribution steal. I'm pretty sure on the side of Experiment 5 as Ego goes in. Does not have much mana yet though, so needs to regen first. But that, once again, I know exactly, but they're still gonna be fighting for more here. Oh no, Neko Queen into trouble. Ego gets the kill right there, and also Madara is finally spawning now. Kaylee is gonna go for Ego here. Kind of works out because he's sustaining a lot, but for how long? That's the question here. Wrath of the Dire used to stop Kaylee once again. Kaylee is gonna get thirsted down here, I'm pretty sure. And yes, killing spree for Ted. And once again, look at that, coming with the flicker. And also that hook coming in. But what can they do right here? Oh no, the sustain coming in. Oh, that's a good AOG. That's how you do it, Ted. That's how you take out Prime. And yes, you take him out. Oh, that's gotta be 2-2 trade. Good still, but I feel like Experiment 5 have the better because Ego on the other hand Gets so much kills just for the fights.
Yeah, this is, he had a little bit of setback into the early game, but he did not die. That has to be the sole reason that he was able to have a little bit of a comeback. And I think it was so funny to see, the glue treated that way. And I think, yeah, when you play the glue, do not let Sunday. What? I got that gotcha, man. He's gonna be taking you into his towers. But still good one for the side of Eternity Esports. But Experiment 5, they have the upper hand. And now they got the damage. Their jungler is coming online. And Menster is just trying to give out a base. And this is such a good place to give the bases, right? Because I think they're going to be seeing 3 members on the side of Eternity. And he might not get spotted still.
Look at Cypher though, Tet 7 wannabe, right? Look at him, he's trying his best, man. He's trying his best, but look at that. That is a good penalty zone coming from Neko here. But all for now, somebody's getting knocked up. He's gonna be Ego here, getting killed. The shutdown comes in. Dark is shut down. Mega kill for Ego, but look at Ego gonna go for the Neko Queen. But the Sky Piercer, I'm pretty sure, gives him the double kill. 50 stacks already on this beast of a Piercer. Oh, Sky Piercer to pierce what? The sky? No, it's gonna be Eternity.
Mr. Dark. Oh my god. But yeah, wanna be Tet 7? He's still doing what his Cypher is gonna be doing. wait, what am I saying? He's still doing what Tet 7 does, but if it works, it works. It's a Uranus, you are free to do anything, but the Lord will be taken away, will be focused on by Experiment 5, but the rolling polling coming in from Kelly, will he be able to steal it?
Oh, Rapid Desire coming in, but here comes the knockup coming in. Kaylee is being stun locked over here, but that's a good penalty zone coming in by Neko Queen. They get out, taken out the Mancer. That's a double kill for the hammering guy. He wants to hammer everybody, but Kaylee gets straight on their hand. Ego gets that Madara, or the turtle, I should say, and Ego finally survives again. The flowing butt going in to kind of juke out. He survives, but it's just gonna be Mr. Latcher here latching onto Neko Queen once again. He wanna boink it onto the hammer off. Wait, what? I don't want to say that much, but Neko Queen here still trying to sustain it out. Even use that insecticide to just, get those HP percentage heal, but it seems like Prime is in trouble, but he's gonna lift off and see another day of latching onto somebody.
Oh my god, who's not gonna be surviving is Mr. Franco there, this guy, man, I told him to change his name because this is such a vulgar name, but he was like, nah, I'm good. That was the goal for the scotter to say my name that way, but yeah. It's a dive again?
Oh, top side though, that is a Prime taking out the tier 2 right here. Another tier 2 falls on the bot side as well. Eternity are in trouble for some reason. Dark also might have to force out, but he does not have rage to use that Primal Wrath yet. Cypher gets the kill on Maester. Here comes Experiment 5, full-fledged, and they take out Dark. Godlike for Ego. Here comes a Strifer with a Bloody Hunt, but what can he do? He's just a Franco without a Winter Crown, and that is the bot side inhibitor finally falling, and they're going for the Crystal or the base of Naruto HQ. Trying to get taken out as they really want this, but no, I don't think they have enough minions, so they have to back out. That's a good way to use the golden carpet to get out of harm's ways. And that is how the inhibitor finally falls to the side of Eternity. But then, Enhanced Minions is good, is very good.
It's gonna be really good. But yep, Kelly has oh, what is that, Ego?
Oh no, but don't cut Dog, I dare you, Chronos over here, but look at Dark here, gonna go with the Primal Wrath. He wants to snipe everybody here. Trying to go use the primal purity of the electricity here. They take out 2 there with the Primal Wrath, and that is how Eternity make those comebacks. But don't forget, Experiment 5, they still have 7 minutes to hold it out. If they can hold out 7 minutes, this is a sure victory on their hands. But Eternity, on the other hand, Experiment 5, yeah. Eternity are gonna try their best to kind of deal out, these inhibitors, make them debris. But for now, Sonya gonna use that golden carpet to get out again. The best way to use that is to heal up and just wait. Prime. Prime try to do a sticky one. He wants to go stick on Striker here. Striker knows how and reads the situation for now. He's gonna stop that incoming wave. For now, Debbie, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen?
I'm not really sure because I think like you mentioned, I think Experiment 5 they have to hold their turret. They should not give it away because a big 6 minutes is coming. If they can hold out even their one inhibitor, it's gonna be their win. But the Lord is already here. Madara will be abused again, but someone's gonna get abused first. I think it's gonna be Cypher here, but he's the one doing the damages. This guy, he doesn't care. He's just rolling all over the map and doing the exact same thing Tet 7 has been doing. And it's gonna be such a nuisance. Like, talk about eating your own. Oh wait, stop.
Wait, what? Eating your own? What? But Cypher's in trouble. Get Bloody Hunt here, but Cypher still sustains a lot. That's a good one to use. The base. Oh, here comes the flicking. The flicking, of course. But ALG gonna be dropped in here as well. But Eternity once again finding some kills on Cypher. They're gonna go get more kills. That's Sonya. That's Mainster also falling down, and that's 4 kills. And Dark gets the double here. They still have 6 minutes to clear out the lanes, but it's gonna be a surviving ego once again. And by the end of the day, players with high ego are always ruling the Land of Dawn for some reason.
Yeah, it's just a striking dissimilarity between the real world, right? If you have to go into the game, you stay strong. But Modesty, it's not gonna be working well. But look at the massive throw coming in for the side of Experiment 5. They lose out 4 members, and this is gonna be causing them one turret to mid lane though. But Nicholas Quim, he's been so ambitious.
Neko, drop in the penalty, Neko. The penalty queen, that's what we like to say it. Tet 7 once again, unbreakable, latching on the 2. That's gonna be a nice taunt coming in. This guy is unstoppable. Not only he's not on the Uranus, this time he's onto the Gatot Kata D of Steel, like what the maybe he likes to say it, but anyway, he knows how to sustain this guy, man. 8-0-13. Wow, this guy. 42 stacks on the Thunderbell.
Yeah, that's gonna be so great. No wonder he was so tanky, and who would have thought that he was the goal laner of Eternity Esports, right? Because he's so good on the sustains that wherever he's using, he's just he can't die. And Gatot Kata is a perfectly balanced hero, but he's not. He's making it work. But the Madara Kelly stepping in.
Golden Carpet once again being used. That's a Madara. Still dancing on, Wrath of Dire. That's what I see. If Alphalize is being, popped out on the side of Experiment 5, Cypher finally joins in the fun, but that's gonna be Inhibitor. Finally, Inhibitor to the hands of Eternity, or maybe not. Dark falls, so there's not enough damage to take down Inhibitor anymore, but it's gonna be Tet 7 here falling down. Shutdown coming in from Cypher. Tet 7 is gone, so only 3 members: Neko, Kaylee, and Striper. Trying to kind of defend this, but they weren't able to take out the inhibitor, so they won't have that, match point, dead point, or whatsoever you want to call it. There comes the hook coming in, hooks out Sonya. Neko Queen still survive. Try to smash a lot, try to smash his way through, but look at that. It's not going to be as the taunt just stops him, and that is a death. Cypher gets the kill and the shutdown. And that's 3 deaths to the side of Eternity.
Time is ticking, Balti. It's already that they're gonna be requiring 3 minutes.
Yeah.
But still, they need to take at least 3 of the inhibitors, 3 of the turrets, so that they will be able to stay in the game. But Experiment 5, they are playing this so well that they are not letting. They are, defending their base turret for their life, and this is gonna be worth it. But look at that, the glue sticking again.
Oh, finally, that's a good one that you latch off there. If not, that could be a dead glue right there. For now.
That dead glue.
Yeah, for now, Cypher though. Yeah, you don't want to see a dead pile of sticky stuff on you. Never mind. But for now, Cypher on the other hand, top side, trying to get those dominance again. Trying to be a Tet 7 wannabe. Get smashed. Oh, the flicker! Wait. That's a good use of Winter Crown as well. Flickers out just in time to save himself, and Lair the consecration coming in. Madara has a roll, but no. Kaylee, Cypher is dead. Mancer, wait a minute. Nobody gets straight on the side of Eternity, but Prime on the other hand. He wants to soak up the damage, but Dark gets the kill. It's only 2 minutes left. Can Eternity break this inhibitor? But Sonya and Ego is still alive. So, can they do it? They have to forget about the Madara. Time is ticking, time is valuable, time is money. Like the 3000 is on your hands. Eternity are doing it. But Sonya, can he defend it? Oh, finally Ego comes here. There'll be enough lane clear for them. I'm pretty sure. Here comes this flowing blood as well. Oh no, Neko Queen gotta go with a penalty zone. There goes a dead Sonya. Oh no, Ego gets Kylie on the other hand though. Oh no, Ego himself, but they bought time just for the comeback over here, ladies and gentlemen. This is the real grand finals in the tank showdown of Moba that we're witnessing. What a great and what a blessed time to be alive to witness these two very powerhouse of tank users or roamers to just clash on the Land of Dawn. Madara is here up, but there's only 3 members alive for, fighting for more. It seems like Experiment 5 gonna take the initiative to just go to Tet 7. But Tet 7 on the other hand, he knows how to kite. And for now, they're gonna be leaving there.
Yep, definitely. And I think this is how it feels when you play with a timer onto your hand, right? It's just, you're growing desperate, and the mid inhibitor was, so perfectly focused. But another fight, Glue. I think it's not gonna stick.
No, Tet 7. Why do you do that? Or do you have the AOG to escape? Maybe, I'm pretty sure that's why he goes in. He has the AOG. Oh no, he's stunned way too long. He can't use the LG, but he does. But no, Ego is there. The sky pierced the sky. And that's going to be Tet 7 pierced out. For now, there is no Tet 7. Is looking, dire to the hands of... Oh, that is 5 men coming from Dark. But they're going to go for more. Here comes the fighting. That's going to be Ego there. Finally getting those skills left to right. Neko Queen still finds Macer though. But that is 1 to 2 trades still in favor to the side of Experiment 5. Oh no, Ego more. Ego, Kylie in trouble. Kylie in trouble. The sky piercing is gonna work. Nico on the other hand, he has the sustain, but not enough. Or maybe. Oh, the hooking coming in. No, that's the bloody hand as well. Oh, the penalty zone follows up as well. That is Prime gonna be dead. And Nico get the quill. Not even a kill, but a quill this time.
Quill, Nico's quill, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I see more and more lose in the value of the Franco pick here, but still, for Mr. Vakir, he's just making it work again. A lot of ices. I mean, I love to say it ice, but it's Winter Crown actually. But the Madara is gonna be abused here again. Equal, inhibitors. So this is gonna be a little bit of contest here, because they surely need to contest this lot, because if they don't, I think we might actually even see a game end. But look at Cypher though, he's just cutting the lanes, just trying to manage the long wave. I wouldn't have thought that in a tank versus tank tournament, you would see a macro gameplay like this kind, but Kel, yeah, I think he's watered out by Cypher, I guess. This has to be safer, but yeah, back to the point. A macro gameplay in a tank versus tank, these two teams are gonna do it big, man. They just, put them in a normal 5v5 situation. They might be going places.
Yeah, they are actually going places now. 22 minutes there. I think this is the longest match being stretched so far. Pretty sure in the tank showdown. Oh no! Wait. Tet 7 is actually doing good, taking down the tier 2 in the bot lane here. Oh, it seems like Eternity once again. They have the vicinity of Madara, so they were able to zone them out quite well. But Tet 7. Even with a Gatot Kacha not stopping him from going with the split pushes. Kaylee in trouble, getting caught a little bit here. Ego once again, sustaining a lot. Here comes the Neko Queen with a smash in again. But that's a lot. Oh, wait. Why did somebody do that? Why would you ruin the fight by a pause here? No, damn it.
Get us back! Take us back! But then, if you look at the position, Mancer is really low. But Cypher is very healthy. This guy is always, he's fat, he's healthy, he's got all the HPs in the world, and it's not gonna be dead anytime soon. But it's continuing. There might be a clash, another one against Suya.
That is a Winter Crown just to stop, but not enough to stop Neko Queen's hammer. Here comes the smashing coming again. Double kill for Neko Queen. This is looking good for the side of Eternity. They go with the 3 deaths. A shutdown coming in from Dark. But this is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. Prime Eternity. I'll say it again. They're gonna get this 4th kill over here. goes to Kaylee. And the base lock is gonna start. Either go for the crystal, or you can go for the side lanes as well. But it's just the focus is on the main dish over here. As Cypher cannot tank the Wrath of 5 Eternity members. And ladies and gentlemen, Perseverance is the way to go. And that is how Team Eternity plays it out.
Three.
Make it 22 minutes, no problem. Eternity takes game number 2 as they're working for game number 3 for the clean sweep.
Oh my goodness. If they can get the clean sweep, it's gonna be good. But Experiment 5, they were also playing it so well because, yeah, when two teams who are close in their mechanism as well as macro playstyle, of course, we're gonna be seeing a 23-minute game. And this is truly perfect. And you know, how much is it gonna be when you see a tank versus tank situation in a late game? They're not gonna be dying. A lot of Winter Crowns built, a lot of immortalities, and everyone, they weren't dying at one point. And I think, you know, even Eternity Esports, I think they got this one because of the sole purpose that they have the edits who can focus onto the turrets, and it was a close call. Just before 20 minutes of this game, they were able to take the inhibitor. That was a good cinematic game style. No? I think this is what every football fans
Yeah.
think is, right? Because when you play on a timer, you're gonna be so rushed, right? I
Yeah.
got the adrenaline myself, man. This is gonna be. That was so amazing.
Mobile Legends just run on like who destroys the base. But this
Mm.
time they're on the time limit, so every time
It was-
ticking, every time counts, right? It's not always about the base destruction this time around. So yeah, this is a whole new level of gameplay introduced to the MOBA Hub. Guys, make sure to leave a like, share the stream as well. Also subscribe for more exclusive content like these tournaments. And of course, I'm pretty sure MOBA Hub will get you the the thirst of, or like the cravings that you need for even different formats of tournaments. But for now, that's gonna be game number 2 going to the side of Eternity. Can Experiment 5 make it back on this second one? Will they lose their morale or their momentum? We don't know. But we're gonna be back with a 5-minute break because there's something that's gonna be coming up. So see you guys. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a jiffy.
Ready? Go! Your team is banning.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what an evening to witness this tank showdown, am I right? Eternity taking 2 points, and this time it's gonna be match point for them, but on the side of Experiment 5, looking tired. But it only comes down to miracle plays here. They get the first pick of the Alice, but they couldn't utilize it. But it was like an epic comeback to the side of Eternity. So once again, Debbie, what are your thoughts? Could this be a clean sweep, or I mean, it's looking like it, right? Kylie got the Alice.
Kelly. I thought that the way to slow Kelly was if he dies like more than 3 times in the early game. But in the first game he did die 3 times in the early game. But he was able to get lots of momentum back, and he was able to get all the buffs, all the creeps, and able to get back to the experience level. This guy, he's built different with this Alice. He's like Alice but on steroids. Steroids. Wait, what? How? What am I saying? Steroids?
Steroids.
Protein,
though.
let's say. Steroids. Okay,
Oh.
he might be injecting something on this Alice, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Oh my god, they're fast, man. They know what they want to play. Look at those picks. The Baxia directly, and Nicholas going on to the blacksmith again, and wait. Edit also? Wow. Expensive.
These are really good picks onto the side of Eternity now. I mean, that's a good pick coming in to the side of Experiment as well, but giving those, comforts onto the hands of Eternity is looking really bad for Experiment 5. But they still have those sustains, they have Man Surge, they have Prime as well, going for the Glue and the Uranus. I'm pretty sure I want to bet Tet 7 is going to spawn here again, but for now, Tet 7, I think he want to try out something. Maybe he'd go for the Edith this time.
Or maybe they can turn it up. But I want this guy on a sustain again, like the Gatot Gacha, because the way he plays those heroes, it's like, oh no!
He's denied everything,
Taken away. So what will be the big pick for his side? Because Uranus and the Gatot is the only things that we throw into his hands. So whoa.
Wait. It could be an Esmeralda going for the
Esmeralda against the Baxia. Alright, okay. No problem, right?
Yeah, Debbie, like this Esmeralda could work like for Tet 7 because she has the Starfall thing, right? The ultimate, that is a dash. So he can, if he goes for the flicker as well, then he could possibly do that 2-lane, freezing again. So yeah, look at that. He's going for the flicker right there. He's doing it, guys. He's doing it. His tactics just keep staying right there. He's not gonna change his ways, but he's doing it with different weapons over here. Wow, the way Tet 7, he needs to be. He needs an award for doing this or something.
Oh, Masha. Oh. We can give him an award, but it will be from your pockets if you want.
Oh wow. Maybe I'll give him some 11 diamonds or something.
Oh, 11 diamonds, yeah. You know what? Call him to your stream. Come on, join the giveaway, and you rigged it. How about that? Because you've been rigging, because I haven't been winning.
What? What? Yo, Debbie, what the heck? What do you mean, Rick?
Alright. Yeah, scammer.
Okay.
Who's gonna be scamming us? It's gonna be Cypher, because this time around he's gonna be going for the damage, not the Uranus, and it's gonna be Dark onto the Esmeralda instead. Well, they are changing up their heroes, right? This time around, Tet 7 was like, okay, man, let me go. Let me do the damage dealing that I usually do, not the sustain. So he wanna show Dark how to play edits, I think. Aura.
All right. But Dark this time, though. I don't know what he's gonna be doing with this Esmeralda. Maybe he'll try to pull up a Tet 7 also.
Yeah.
But we never know until the match starts right here. These row of fine tanks are looking good, except for I don't really think the Masha is a tank. But anyhow, welcome back the Land of Dawn. This is gonna be a match point for Eternity, but a long way, a long reverse sweep possible on the side of Experiment 5 also. But we'll never know unless these, strategies unfold. So Debbie, would you be kind enough to take the point?
Yep, I think this is gonna be a great start again for the side of Eternity Esports. But the thing is, I really like the Baxia against an Elise, but in the early game only. So he might want to go for the invades, but that's the potential onto the mid lane. Oh, look at that! A lot of damage onto Mancer. Wait, why is he going to the? Oh, who's the room here then? It's gotta be the Gatot, right? Yeah, it is the Gatot room. Not my best. Not I don't think it's the best choice, but what do they even have? But look at the bully coming in. Dark, man. He's the next Tet 7.
He's definitely trying to bully the Mr. Bullier that is the glue. Yeah, quite the Uno reverse card here. But Eagle finally pops in the retribution. Gonna go for Dark's ass over here. Bonks a little bit, slap it, smack it like that. How you like it? But for now, Dark is gonna be let loose. But, level 4 Ego. Maybe level 4 can do something. But, Mancer trying to dash out of that. But yes, escapes. But for now, it's going to be some sort of a fight on the bot side here. Kaylee finally try to suck in something. But, yeah, nothing's going to happen. Or maybe not. Mid-side. Mancer in trouble. But he is a Uranus. Don't forget. Nico Queen in trouble here. Ego will be the one to get that first blood onto Nico. That's also going to be a double kill. Strifer is in trouble once again. Eternity going to be throwing the early, but what about the late? We don't know.
The late is where the thing is going to be popping because, in those matches that we have already seen so far, it doesn't depend on how well you do in the early game. It just depends on how well you play the macro standard late game. So this is why I was wondering why these two teams are able to play to their whole mind when it's just old tanks. But first turtle, definitely going to be going to the hands of the Baxia here because no contest. But Nicholas Quim, I think he might be caught. Okay.
Empty zone. Get the safety in the bosoms of the tier 1 on the mid side there. Nico is in safe flesh. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it's a flesh because that's concrete, right? I think the tower is made of concrete.
Safe field? Oh, never mind.
I think it'll be a concrete, I'm pretty sure. That also a fine grade. We're talking Monument Empire grade.
Alright. That works. Yeah, still worth it. But a waste of ultimate onto the bottom lane because Prime, he does not have the ultimate just yet, so he might not be that much of a threat for in the team fight. So Dark is doing a pretty good job in holding him in lane because Gu is supposed to be the one holding the opponent, his counterpart in lane, but he's actually the one being present at this point. And look at the rotation coming in top lane. We might see something. Ego all alone.
Glorious pathway dropped by Strifer here, but once again it's gonna be a wasted one. It's always the glorious pathway being wasted for some reason. Here comes the Starfall coming in by Dark here. Dark wants to be the dancing Latina here, but for now he's gonna just rave it off again. But don't forget Prime also trying to cut lanes, trying to get that tier 1. But Dark knows that his turret is in trouble. Of course, the saving is gonna come here. But for more top mid side as well, there's still gonna be some smashing coming in from Neko. Sonya might use this unbreakable onto Neko, but he holds back. Strifer gonna go more. He's just giving free stacks to Ego. Ego used that shield unity to kind of go away. But for now, Strifer is gonna get killed here. Ego gets the killing spree. Glorious pathway used, but this time is in used and also very useful. And AOG dropping in by Sonya. Doesn't get much, but Dark here on the other hand forces out the flick, but the retribution by Ego gets the kill. But more once again. Here comes more with a fight here, but everybody on the side of Eternity, they had enough casualties, so they're forcing out all their flickers, all their resources, except for Ted, to get to safety.
Yeah, that was a good one. Oh, that was a miss. One and that, but yep, Tet 7. I guess he really needed recall, and I don't think he have what it takes to try to fight my Siranui into the top lane because she's just dealt a lot of damage into the early game in comparison to the Edits. But if we talk about the crowd control, right, it's gonna be the Edit having the good one here. So this time around, I think both of the teams are focusing onto the lane, but top lane though.
Top force flicker by Tet 7 here. Tet 7 instead gets taken out. Once again,
Oh.
Cypher, they're trading off with Ted7. So EXPs, I'm pretty sure we're trading topside. Or is that a gold lane? I'm pretty sure, yeah,
They're
it's
gold.
not EXP. There's the gold laners here. Oh, look, Cypher just did a thumbs up. Nice.
Oh, thumbs up, yeah. It is maybe a good luck as well, you know. Good luck for the fight here. But yeah, you know, it's emotes are, you know, holding a very emotional value in the game, right?
Mm.
Where you play with your friends and you are emoting them and you do not emote back, and that awkward moment.
Oh, look, Ted is dancing. That was
Is
cute.
dancing?
Yeah, he was
Okay.
spinning with the Phylax there. Don't know if Rins here, our dear streamer, W streamer by the way, was if he was focused on Ted, that could have been such a nice clip. But for now, Ego is gonna take out that insecticide once again, getting some level 10. Okay, level 10 for him now. It's 5-minute mark. Don't forget, guys, gonna turn into that 6-minute mark. The turtle, it will spawn in a matter of 37 seconds for now. It's the Radiant being picked up by Mr. Mancer here. There's much fighting going on the mid side. Ego. For now, yeah. They're just gonna back it off. No fights whatsoever unless it's a dancing Latina.
Yeah, a dancing Latina always there to distract you all the time, and yeah, I think they also have the Lucian one into the side of Experiment 5, so they might be good to go. But no 30% for the side of Eagle.
Latina getting pulled down over here. Almost falling. That's a saving grace by Neko Queen using, and also Kaylee also finally the sucking a star. That is the Blood Ode coming in. Prime is gonna get taken out by Neko. They're gonna go for more kills or maybe not. But enough is being said here because one guy down. That is a focus on towards the turtle.
Very objective oriented both teams. These are, you know, but sometimes when they are too disciplined, it's just, you know, it gets like very predictable. So yeah, the lore is the turtle taken, but Ego, you wanna fight?
Fighting is gonna be happening here, but Kaylee gets that retribution, of course. Superiority over the retribution, and the golden carpet being wasted there again. But I'm pretty sure it could be used. But Strifer gonna be poking a little bit of the shield of the Ego. For now, they're gonna be backing off. Still a good sign on the side of Experiment 5.
Oh, what lane though?
Bot lane. Cypher in trouble, getting danced on by Latines. Latrine.
Latrines.
Bro, even if that's like a different meaning now, a disgusting meaning actually. But for Mancer, there's the retribution being popped by Eagle to save Mancer. Nothing much gonna be happening, Debbie.
Yeah, it's kind of very very slow now, and I think because, you know, one of the funny part is that these are tanks, but they kind of scale up too. It also scales. The Elise also scales, and onto the other side as well, we have the Masha who also scales.
Oh.
So it's gonna be slower than expected. Oh, but
Yup.
yeah.
Oh, Suckin coming in from Kaylee. He likes to sustain. He goes out, but he goes. He's looking for an angle to go more. AOG gonna be used too. That's two people here. That's gonna be the first one dead. Cypher is taken down. More maybe Mancer. Dark also are candidates. Possible candidates to get taken out. It's gonna be Mancer instead. That's gonna be 1-to-1 trade on both sides. They're going for more. Kaylee wants to go for more. Ted7 in trouble, getting latched on by the glue, but a flicker as well, going for the tier 1. But look at the stun coming in. Here comes the Primal Warden. Gonna try to suck out and take it out, but Ted7, of course, will take the Prime. And Sonya survives. It's gonna be a 1-to-2 trade, I'm pretty sure, in favorable to the side of Eternity.
Eternity, they were getting all the profitable gains, but then we cannot forget Cypher is doing the great job in just trying to split out the map, and he's been successful. But we might see a Grand Theft Blue buff, but one dead mid lane.
Yeah.
Neko, what was he on?
Sonya just
Still Sonya. Okay.
yeah, he just got dead for some reason. And that is a tier 1 top side being taken out by the dancing Latrina.
No.
Bruh, okay. I'ma stop there for now. Just gonna call the
I'm
Latina.
disappointed in that.
Yep.
But you know what's more disappointing? Who's more disappointed is the Kelly. He's not getting the blue buff because it was stolen quite earlier by Mr. Ego right there. No blue buff for the Ellies here, so no unlimited amount of blood suckings we're gonna be seeing. So this is gonna be a little bit of a good start, a good head start into the Lord Pit for the side of Team Experiment 5. But Nicholas Queen right here, He's taken quite
Oh,
low. A lot of vision. Hylos.
yep. Yep, that is a good. Maybe not. ALG been used as well. For Dark, it just seems gonna be, tanking out those thick shields, but that is Prime falling to Neko Queen. Killing spree for the Queen. Mancer also might get taken out here by Kaylee. Yes, gets taken out, but also Kaylee gets that Madara as well. Here comes the dancing Latina trying to go in for the Sonya. But Sonya,
Yeah.
he's gonna kind of take out, or maybe he wanna fight the Latina. We
Oh.
don't know. He's just gonna be back off for now because too much casualties on the side of Experiment 5, and also they lost that Madara. So the best wise decision is to go back and defend for the impending doom that's coming.
They need to defend this a lot because no one would want to lose their inhibitor, right? It's actually crucial for Experiment 5 to hold this game because they do not want to get clean swept when they're so close to winning those games that they had already lost. But mid lane is gonna be where Madara is gonna be choosing to focus on. Let's
Yeah.
go. Done.
Eternity, they want to win as much as possible. They're focusing all their manpower on the mid side here. Lots of fighting going to be happening, touching as well. Cypher falls. But who's going to be second on the bite? That's going to be Sonya. Neko, get the Mega. That is a tier 2
Wow.
dead. Here comes the Holy Grail Blessing. Going to be spent here. Madara is going to die, I'm pretty sure, here with the Blast. Yes. Saving Grace once again. Here comes the Suckin coming in. Dark is being pulled to the tier 1. Not the tier 1, but the inhibitor. But for more, it's gonna be up. It's just that nobody died on the side of Eternity. They're gonna go for more. Prime gets taken out here. That's gonna be a double for Neko. Not Neko, but Kylie to shut down the triple coming in, and that is GG. The series will end here in favor to the side of Eternity Esports as they reign superior to the top for the Sweet 3000 as well. Ladies and gentlemen, here are your winners in the Tag Showdown, the Moba Hub series. Oh my goodness, Debbie.
Oh.
Clean sweep.
Hello.
Somebody get the broom. There's no webcam, but I'm holding it. I'm holding it right now.
I can feel it. I can already see it. Holding the broom. Yeah, that's your favorite one, isn't it? But yeah. Always the MVP goes to Mr. Kelly, but yeah, it was a team fight, a good combination. What a good gameplay coming out from both of these teams. We can see how Experiment 5 were able to, quietly, surely respond to any kind of draft that Eternity will bring out. But in the end, Eternity, they just played it so well. Zero deaths, mind you. Zero deaths from Mr. Elliot here. Kelly. I think whenever we see this guy, we might be reminded of this game. Not this game, but this tournament in particular, because
Yep.
yeah, they're gonna be everywhere, right? Eternity Esports, they are everywhere. Even Experiment 5, they are everywhere. But we are gonna be reminded so much of the allies that he's been using. Gathering savages, maniacs, and onto tanks. Nonetheless, they're so tanky. But how did he do that? It's such amazing heroes that he's playing, and it's just it was so good the way they're playing, the execution part, everything.
Oh my goodness, yeah, and that concludes the series here. Another chapter, you know, concluded, I would say. But this time, Eternity is gonna be the main characters of this, storyline for now. But we don't know if we're gonna be getting season 2. But if there is ever a season 2, I want these guys to be back for more with different gameplays. But I don't think the same thing is gonna be happening. Maybe like fighter versus fighter also could work. Mid lane, or something. Yeah. If this series come back, it has to be those things, right? Make it a little bit seasonal wise. But that is up to our dear management side or our honor. Yes. But for now, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. But since you guys are also being a good audience, you guys are going to be rewarded with a 2 weekly pass giveaway right after when we conclude ourselves here, me and Debbie. And whoever gets it, congratulations, you earned it. But remember, Eternity gets this win and gets this dub. Debbie, anything more you want to say?
I would say, this is such a great idea to play tank versus tank, and wow, I did not even think there would be macro in this kind of game style, Who would have thought, right? Micro was always the most important thing here, but yeah, it was a good idea. And very, very brilliant coming out from management as well. Kudos to them. Please bring these things, bring these kind of teams, events as well. So yeah, that's all.
All right, then that be them being said. What? I don't even know. That's a tongue twister right there. I try to make it rhyme, but it seems like I'm not a rapper, artist, or whatever. But for now, yeah. Anyhow, guys, we're gonna be ending it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and also subscribe to the Moba Hub for exciting news for the future. If you want to catch up to more exciting plays like this. So everything being late to rest there. We'll see you guys in a possible season 2. And stay for the giveaway.
Adios.
Okay, so guys, we are back for the giveaway right now. So as we have said, there are the regular 2 giveaways and 1 giveaway, especially for few people, limited few people. Those who are available with me from the day one, and they watch daily and complete match. and commenting and chatting and keep engaging. That's for them. So the two, I will start with the first two giveaway, which is for all. Then at the end, I will just spin for them. Like, so we can start. You can just see the screen and all the names that are mentioned here. Can just go down and what is the last name that you have uh, written? The last name, is it coffee? Yeah, is it coffee? Garlic. You can just write the coffee. Yeah, Coffee. Coffee. No, it must not be there. Yeah, you can just write the write the name coffee. Yeah. Uh, yeah, and the cry gas gaming KRYGYZ RGYZ GYZ Y. Yeah, KRYGYZ gaming. Space gaming. Yeah, that's correct. Right. And I have, I guess, the unknown creature. You can just sort it once. A to Z. No, sort it, sort it. Just show. Can you go to the bottom? I want to say the unknown creature. Yeah, you are there, man. You are there. You don't. I can see your name. Okay. And I think we all are pretty good here. Just one. Can you go to the eye illusion? Is it here? Illusion. ILL. No, you can just take from the eye. Is it illusion here or not? Illusion not there. You can just add the name illusion. Illusion. ILLUSIUN. Double LUSION. Yeah, you can just now spin. I think we are ready. You can shuffle and spin. Yeah, yeah, you can go. Yeah, you can spin. Yes, let's go. No, and it's why? Oh my god, the great why? So you won. No, you won why? Just copy paste your name. Yeah, just wait. Just let her share the ID and server. Then we can. Yeah, you can remove. And but just wait before we spin. I just need her ID, server ID, IPY. No, it's the second time she won, and the first time she gave away her weekly pass to Itsia. Yeah, I just go to the live chat. Iva, you can share me on the WhatsApp, right? You have the WhatsApp number. You can share me there also, or if you want, you can share here. Ixia, can you share me? Okay, I will just take your name from the WhatsApp. Okay, you can just spell. Yeah. Is really, yeah? Are you there?
Okay, why was not able to see your ID? Sorry, I can see now. My bad. Already, are you there? Yeah, I'm just waiting for the Redia. Redia, you have to just comment or I will be just go on again. Okay, you can just remove name and we can go. Yeah, yeah, just remove Redia and add the Konocho. Just add Konocho. Konocho. Just 1 second. KHO. Yeah, yeah. Just yeah, just wait 1 second. You can just spin. No, I cannot give you this because she has to be here. Sorry. Just spin. Yeah. This guy is on 1 time in the phase 1, so I cannot give him today itself. You can just remove name and spin again. Just spin in the last one. Bangal Billa, are you there? I don't think Bangal Billa is here. You can just wait for 2 3 times. Yeah, just wait for a few seconds. I will just be waiting for a few more seconds then. Oh, he's here. Bangal Billa. Can you just share your ID? Yeah, share me your ID, please. Puchuk, don't worry. I will add you in the um, a special giveaway that is going to happen. That is not for all people. Bangal Billa, please give your ID. Thank you. You can just remove all the name. There is one special giveaway is going to happen for only the few people. I, yeah, these are the one. Yeah, I did first and Yeah, not cash name also there. No, I sorry, can't include you. Just wall. I have added your name, but I have removed just now your name because you have wall right now. So I'm so sorry, everybody. Yeah, only eight people. These are the regular one. And you can just add NKR also. Okay, remove all of them. First, just write the NKR also. He's always show up. NKR. Yeah, one more name. NKR. 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 That's his name. Yeah. 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 That's only. Yeah, you can just show. No, you are regular, but you just can't give the partiality. Sorry. Why? Yeah, you can just spin. This is the last giveaway. Yeah, will be the last giveaway of this tournament. Yeah. If Arab. Now, Arab, you have one. Now tell me what you want to do. Just hold on a second. Yeah, somebody watching right now. But I just want to see what Arab want to do right now. Arab is here, but yeah, I just want to know what you want. Okay, just remove remove her name. Remove her name and we will spell. Yeah. Ryuchi, are you there? Ryuchi, are you there? Enough, I will send you, but your customer will send you extra one. The fourth one you will get, but the third one is for the regular one. And Ryuchi, are you there? Ryuchi was so excited earlier. Where is she? Yeah. Yeah, bro, you are late, lucky. Sorry. No, no, enough you will get, but you'll get extra one. Oh, Ryuchi is not there. She was. Yeah, she come daily, bro. She come daily. You can just remove her. If she not reply right now, then I will not count his her as regular. Just a spell. Just remove and a spell again. Yeah. Just how bro, give your ID. Jan can just give your ID. Yeah, they all come for that. You also know. Yeah, but just give your ID before I end this stream. You can enjoy your happiness later. No, bro. And cars comes daily. And care. Yeah, you just got it, man. Thank you. Rest of all, thank you very much for the joining. And rest of all, who are, I can just remove the name and show me the name once. Which all name are left? Okay. Just rest. Whoever this name are mentioned, you will not get the weekly pass, but you will get something. Miss Anna, you can send your ID to Iram. Iram can drive it to me directly. If you have a number, you can just text me, and I will gift you something. Tarun, I will also gift you something. And Exia plays, you will also get something. All the names which are mentioned here will get something. I think I have the number of Exia plays, Tarun, Miss Anna can contact with Aram. Drake plays, you contact with me, directly text me on the WhatsApp and I will give you something. And Josh, are you there? Just yeah, just one minute. I think that is cost. Habiba, you already won. What you want more? Just cost you. Can you give me your ID? You will not get weekly pass for sure, but I will give you something. Just share your ID. No, bro, I spent for all. Konocho, I spent for also. Konocho, that is only for the regular viewer. Just join today and I still spin for you. I am. That's why I'm asking. I did Tarun. I am gifting you something. It's not the weekly pass, but I will gift you something. You just have to text me on the WhatsApp. I have your WhatsApp number, Tarun. Yeah, I just don't have the cost ID, so I've just taken the cost ID as well. Just let me write down the cost ID as well. Rest Drake plays. You can just text me on WhatsApp. Okay, don't forget, bro. You are the regular active here. You, Tarun, IVY, and rest all of them are mentioned there. Okay, and Adam, you will get a special gift, and you will get something. But I will test you also. So thank you everyone, and I have I think this one is off. Gosh. Okay, thank you. So, uh, yes, we are done and we will be going offline. And thank you and supporting us. We will be hosting the tournament soon. So just come and join the next tournament and join our WhatsApp and YouTube for the upcoming updates and upcoming tournament that will be most probably the female fighters, the female players, or the support players. Thank you, everyone. Bye. Good night.